Carly and the Reaper Man escape from the underworld. Now, the first thing you need to know about this game is that your hands are skeletons and you have a cool ring. And then the second thing you need to know is that unlike pretty much every other game, when you're using the menu, you do not hit the trigger button. You hit the big thumb button, strangely, to start a new game, and also to put in your initials. And I'm going to play single player, not the cooperative. You also are selecting everything by hitting the big thumb button. So don't get confused. I got stuck on that for a long time. So into single player. Now, I think that the concept of being able to control a cartoon is phenomenal. And here we are in a cartoony kind of world. And this train's like just really come into my midst. Oh! So this, using the big thumb button again as a cursor this time, is your character. Hiya! Hi Carly. Hi. See how it follows you around? Really like that. Quite easy to achieve, but makes a huge difference when you're interacting with an agent, with a little creature. Hello. So, and I quite like the way that there's no like tutorial. You have to kind of figure things out as you go along, but 2 simple bits of guidance. Move around by pressing this button while moving your hand. So those 3 horizontal lines means the top menu button, the button above the big thumb button. And if you press that whilst moving your hand around, you can very effortlessly move around in space. So I've left my little character down there. Even though she's all the way down there, I can still walk her up the steps. You know, I've still got remote control from a distance, but at the moment I'm just like come up here and just sit on top of these satellites to enjoy the skybox. Oh, something smoking. Because sometimes skyboxes are very boring. Sometimes they get an artist in and make something really quite beautiful. Sometimes they use any old sound they can get their hands on, or they get sound artists in. Like, this is extremely atmospheric to have this kind of, yeah, like background sound. Anyway, so love, oh, something's falling out of there. What's going on with that? Oh dear. It's literally about to fall off. Well, that's slightly worrying. I wonder what caused that. Anyway, so yeah, you can move around as the Reaper Man, the skeleton person. And then instead of having Quill, you've got Carly. That's a reference to Moss, the first game that I played at least that was set up like this. So off we go. You can kind of like follow your character around, which I quite like doing as a thing to do, seeing as it's possible. You know, not too much teleportation, actually move around in the space. Then maybe here, reset, move along. I like the way you can be like a cameraman and set things up. I'm like, right, I'm ready for the next bit of action. Action! And then she goes up, goes into this little particle effect. The inhabitants of this place are not in a good shape. They are stuck. Press big thumb button to continue. Okay, Bucket Man, it would be great if you and that big pile of bones could help out by visiting one of them. How dare you, big pile of bones. I think I saw one over there by Cafe Atma. Okay, thanks. Thanks, dude. Are we done? Am I free to move now? No? Okay. Cafe Atma. Okay, so I guess... Oh yeah, so I kind of knew instinctively that because it's got this green highlighting, it's probably interactable, and you interact with it by hitting the trigger when you're overlapping with it. Overlap with it, the highlight comes on, hit the trigger and you grab it, release, place it where you want. And so the big character can interact with the little character. Jump is the top part of the right hand, thumb button, big thumb button. So the left one is the cursor for moving around, the right one is to jump. So here we go, going into Cafe Atma. So already, like, I find it really enjoyable to be in these different scenes set. You know, I think I look, we've got a shark flying through the air now. You know, they kind of add interesting art to look at in each level, in each scene. So presumably, okay, so now I'm going to move because I'm activating that wall. Let's reset. Where are you lot? Okay. So I think we can go in. Can we go in here? Push bottom part of the right-hand thumb button to open coffer. So, interactable. It looks like it. And then you can test it by overlapping with it. And look at these little fairies. I guess I have to collect some of these things. Okay. Which is jump again? Do I have to jump? Oh, yeah. Oh, how do I get up there? Right, I'm going to need to go a bit higher. Whee! Not sure why I'm collecting these things, but it seems like the done thing. Hello! Coconut? Anyone? Oh, they kind of flap around those things. That's cute. And then they explode in a little splash of. Oh, look at you with your limp wrist. A little splash of water. Let's watch it. Why are you looking at me in a mesmerised way? Hello. Please to move. What have I done? What's happened? You fall in love with me and you're not. Oh, you wanted to be touched. Interesting. Oh, did you say fist bump? I wasn't listening. I was too busy talking, wasn't I? Yeah, I like that little explosion effect. A little bit of juice when you accurately. Whoa! Nearly fell off the edge. When you accurately get this thing, get through it, those little watery particle effects come out the back of it, all sort of explode in a satisfying burst. Choof. Like these little things, they really count in games. Oh, hello, who are you? My mind is blurry, I can't remember who I am. The path to my memories lies in front of you. Really? Please take a leap of faith and help me recollect what happened. What, just jump off the edge? Ah, in front of me there. Okay. So once this has gone past, pop that on there. Yeah, hitting the top part of the button is very, very easy. Much easier than left to right. I would highly advise getting behind your character. Like, so for example, if I want to go up here, get behind your character, and then just push the top part of the left big thumb button. And if you're pressing the top part, then you'll go forward. If you're standing behind, if you push the top part here, you'll go, you know, whatever direction you're in, forward is forward. Top part, forward. Top part, forward. So it adjusts to where your body is in space. Okay, so now I've got this free. I guess we can. Oh, hang on, we don't want to go there. Free this up. Talk to the bird. I didn't talk to the other bird, did I? What's going on? We stole from the market whilst everyone was playing. Okay, is that all you have to say to me? Yep. I forgot about this dude. So I don't really care about collecting all things. Hey! It's a bit like the Krypton Factor. Okay, so go around behind it, press forward now that I'm positioned behind the direction of travel, and look at that, perfectly straight line. So I want to see the next level. Before we call this review a day, I think we've got a sense of what Carly and the Reaper Man has to offer. We're escaping from the underworld together. Whew, wow. Uh-oh. Wow. what is going on here. That is a long way up. Yeah? Okay, what was that? Oh, is this a respawn point? Okay, so once you get to there, presumably you don't have to start right at the beginning if you cock up. Okay, okay. Oh, what? Oh my God, look, it's a big fish creature. Oh! Oh dear. Wow, I kind of did that without thinking. Oh. Oh, so close. Oh, that was so close. I didn't know where I was. Oh, I have to have one more go. Wow, 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 wow. That's new. Manic Miner could not produce that kind of adrenaline rush. And the sound as well. Oh, Countdown would be proud. Well, okay. Yeah. More haste, less speed. Oh, look at you, you horrible blighter. Oh no. Hopefully that will respawn. Yes. Oh, staring into the jaws. Yes! I think that's a good place to stop. Let us, without further ado, get down to the riverside. It's just a thing of beauty. No, I'm not talking about Tower Bridge, although I do think it's pretty wonderful. I'm talking about Carly and the Reaper Man. That game blew my mind. Like, it's made of components that I've seen before. I've played Moss, you might have seen the review, did that probably in the first 10 or 20 of all the reviews I ever did. Probably in the top 10. You're a little mouse, you move around, you have swashbuckling adventures where you actually swipe your sword and beat up other characters, but it's essentially an elaborate platform game. You're moving around not on a 2D screen, jumping up platforms, going down, but you're doing that whole thing in 3D. And I thought Moss would be difficult to beat because not only is that interplay between you as a sort of 3D character, gigantic, setting back, observing the whole scene, you're able to steer from a distance using the motion controller as a cursor, joystick kind of thing. The fact that you can reach in and do things, like they got that interplay really, really nice. And I couldn't work out how that could possibly be bested. But the way Carly and the Reaper Man has done it, because I really do think it is better than Moss, is that it matches it for beauty of graphics. Like, there's not so much vivid detail, right? They haven't gone quite so sexy on the graphics, but there's a real style to it, a real substance. And I like the simplicity. I like the illustrative qualities that come out in Carly and the Reaper Man, because it's like you're in a comic, not just in a cartoon, not just in a computer game, but in a comic. And that brings an extra level of pleasure to the enjoyment, which again, you experience in VR, but you can't necessarily see when watching someone do it on YouTube. You'll have to trust me. So the graphics are great, the music, the soundscape is great. It's a really beautiful environment to be in no matter what you do. But then when you come to effectively the brain training of using the building blocks to kind of work your way out of difficulties, you're problem solving all the way through this game, but not in a way that's boring, not in a way that feels like you're at school, in a way where you feel challenged to just the right degree, because the staging from level 1 to level 2 to level 3 to level 4, it really lets you find your feet without being too sort of simplistic. And then it ups the level, so you get an increase in challenge and therefore a greater feeling of reward when the goal is achieved. So, you know, it's brilliant. The affordances too, you don't have to like, you know, think, oh, can I pick this up and find out again? No, this thing looks interactable, but it's not. There's none of that. It's very simply coded. The design on this game is incredible in terms of the user experience. They've made sure it's smooth as you like. So, you know, hats off. I think it's an excellent game. I would give it a very strong and very well-earned 8 out of 10. It's an absolutely cracking game. I think everyone should have it in their collection. I'm assuming that those levels go on to at least the tune of like 10, 11, 12. And if so, then I would feel satisfied, not just by the first couple of goes at it, but the fact that it's got a bit of legs in it too. Great game, highly recommended. Wicked, nice to see you all. Please like, subscribe, do all those nice things, and I'll catch you next week. See you on Tuesday. Live.